Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is Engineers on a Budget and I'm Sam. So today is the last day of 2021 and I wanted to go ahead and get our setup ready to go for 2022. I was using an Erin Condren notebook. It was like a monthly planner and it just wasn't really working. It wasn't helping me reach my goals, so I went ahead and fell back to what I had been using already for 2021, so I thought I'd just go ahead and implement the same system I'm using. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is my family binder, and the nice thing about this is it has a lot of the information that I need on a daily basis. So this is my family planner, and I just use a, I can show you one of the pages really quick, but I just use what they call a dashboard happy planner to go ahead and just highlight what is happening that week. But in this planner, we also have a finance or budget section. And this is just a printout of the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck workbook that I purchased. I purchased the electronic version at the beginning of 2021, and it has helped me kind of stay on top of the family budget and really how I'm allocating my paychecks. So I started printing off the year, so I have the first quarter here already. But what we're gonna do for this video is I'm gonna go ahead and pull out everything prior to January. And then I don't know if you are participating, but my daughter and I are going to be participating in the 2022 Savings Challenge. So if you are, let me know, and I will cheer you on. But let's go ahead and get the 2022 budget set up. Alright, so this is the budget by paycheck. So we are going to go ahead and move. I didn't print out all the pages. I just printed out the pages that I needed. So my first page on the back of the cover page is my financial plan and goal worksheet. So we're going to go ahead and fill out a couple of these items. So for the within 1 year, my first goal is my student loans. So I am trying to pay off these student loans. My goal is the end of 2023. So what I need is, and this was before our December paycheck or our December payment. So at that time it was a little over $24,000. So I had estimated the cost was going to be about $27,500, and that would be about a $55,000 balance. I was just kind of be on the conservative side. So I'm hoping, I'm planning on paying off $27,500 of my student loans this year. And so that is, the target date for that is going to be December of 2022. And then my next kind of big goal is Christmas. My goal for that is to save $2,400. I'm not planning on using that much, but it'll be nice to have a little extra that I can go ahead and put somewhere else at the end of the year, like a little Christmas present to myself. And then my last goal is to fully fund my car sinking fund. And then the breakout of that is maintenance will have $1,000. That should be enough for both cars. Emergency will have $2,000, so targeting $1,000 per car. The deductible will be fully funded with $1,000, and I've already reached quite a bit of this, which is nice. And then miscellaneous is going to be $500. One of the other categories we have in our car sinking fund is our insurance, but I save up for 6 months and then pull it all out and put it into our bank account where that money gets pulled out every month. So I'm not counting that in this fully funded sinking fund. So the estimated total for that is $4,500 that I would like to just kind of sit there to be ready to be used if we need it. And I am hoping to, well, I'm going to go ahead and get that fully funded by June of 2022. I'm just going to, and then that's about it for our 1 year, because I'm really focusing on the student loans. So our medium terms goal within the next 5 years is student loan payoff, right? So, and I am estimating it at $55,000. I'm being extremely conservative. It shouldn't be nearly that much, but my goal is to get the student loans paid off by December of 2023. And then I would like to be fully funding my retirement account. And I have to double check on this. And so for my husband and I, that will be about $34,500 per year. And I'm hoping to get that all set up by December of 2024. He's working on getting his retirement fund, or his retirement fully funded. Once he gets his retirement fund fully funded, then we can go ahead and move money to other places. So my eldest is 13. So he is actually probably going to be starting college if he decides to go that route in a little bit, or well, I guess in 4 or 5 years. So I would like to get his college fund ready. We've been putting money in every year since he's been born. It hasn't grown as much as I'd like. So my goal by the end, I'd like to have $40,000 in his college fund, his 529, by August of 2026. And then he would love to go visit Europe. So I would like to have a trip to Europe within the next 5 years. So I'm going to budget starting $15,000 with the target date of May 2025. And I will one day make a video on kind of costing out the trip, and then we can work on funding that trip. So those are all my goals for, I guess, the next 5 years. And then within the next 10 to 15 years, I would like to pay off the mortgage. And that'll be about $175,000 is about what we have left on it. And it would be great to get this done by 2032. We'll see as we get closer to, I guess after my student loans are paid off, we'll be able to actually sit down and price out mortgage and all these other goals that I have. And then for the retirement savings in our account, I would like to have $500,000 between the two of us, my husband and I, by December 2032. And then my daughter is 7, so within 10 to 15 years I'd like to have her, I'd like to have her 529 funded for college if she decides to do that. And that'll also be $40,000. That will be about August 2032. So yeah, those are the goals. So that's it with the financial plan. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side, and then we were going to go ahead and write out our subscriptions. Alrighty, so instead of writing the due date, I just put the month, because normally I try to pay off the memberships at the beginning of the month. So for April, we have Norton Family, and this is what we use to kind of monitor what the kids are doing online and computer time and stuff like that. And the annual cost for that is $50. And then also in April, we have Amazon Prime. And I budget $125 for that. In May, we have the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, DMNS, and that is $225 for the family. Also in May is our Costco membership, and that is $60. And then in June we have a membership to the rec center over here in Jefferson County, which is just one outside of Denver. And I budget about $400, but I think it's just a little over $300 for that. In July, we have our Sam's Club membership, and that is $100. Also in July is Discovery Plus, and I watch this on a daily basis, and that is $80. And that's an annual membership, so I don't have to worry about paying for it anymore. Also in July is a Microsoft 365, and that's $100. August, and now, so this one, August, is my Amex fee, and I have a platinum card. I am debating downgrading the platinum card to something else, because the platinum fee is $6.95. This year it's okay because we're doing a lot of traveling, and I booked through the Amex Platinum Services, so I've already made this plus some back on my card. But I think for 2022, when that time comes up, I'm probably going to think about getting a different card. So for BarkBox, this is for the doggos, and that is $2.35. We get 1 box a month. And then October is Amazon Family, and this is a music membership kind of thing. We use it all the time, so it's worth the money that I put into it. At least in my opinion it is. And then December, the last item is my Chase Southwest fee, which I use to reserve plane tickets on Southwest flights. That's $69. My daughter's getting older, so I'm considering canceling this because the Southwest way of loading and unloading isn't really conducive to more older children. So I'm debating about getting rid of this. But yeah, so these are all of our memberships for the month or for the year, at least that I'm aware of. I'm not sure if my husband has other ones, but if he does, he can pay for them. And then, so on our next page, we're going to talk about our yearly savings goals. Alright, so for goal number 1, we want to put $27,500 to student loans. So I'm going to put that here, so $27,500, which means every month I need to put a minimum of $2,291.67. And then the due date for that is going to be December of 2022 when that is all done. And our next goal is going to be Christmas fund. And that is $2,400. Which means I have a monthly amount of $200 by December of 2022. Kiddo 1 birthday. These are more of my date-driven goals for this year. But for his birthday and for my daughter's birthday, we are going to be saving $1,200. And that is whatever we don't use, we will put into his 529. So we're going to do this again for kiddo 2 birthday. Kiddo 1's birthday is in July. Kiddo 2 is in September. So yeah. And then the last item is to fully fund the car sinking fund. And then that was going to be a total of $4,500. And if you've been watching my recent videos, you know we've fully funded quite a bit of this already. I think we're about at $3,000. So from $4,500, we're gonna subtract what we currently have. I'm gonna put $3,050, which means for my yearly goal, hopefully I don't spend any money out of it, but if I need to, that's what it's there for. So for my yearly goal, my goal is about $1,450, which means for a June 2022 target, we'll need about $242. Let me just double check. So that is $1,450 divided by 6. Yep. So that is $242. So yeah, those are all of my kind of big goals for the year, my annual savings goals. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and put this to the side. And then on this page, I don't really do much on this page, but I guess I can make little notes at the top. So this is gonna be student loans. This one is gonna be Christmas. Goal 3 is kiddo 1. Goal 4 is kiddo 2, and then my last goal is car. So yeah, we will, in January I plan on putting in the beginning amounts, and I'd like to find a way to track my sinking funds in this manner as well, just so that way I can kind of track how much I am starting with, how much I'm adding, and then how much I'm spending every month. So on this page, I'm going to go ahead and put my goals. So we have student loans here. And then I count this as one and then the flower as one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for every month. That's kind of how I break it up. So then I say 1 unit is equal to what I would need to spend every month. So that is $2,291.67 is what I need to make every month to reach my goal by December. And then that goal I'm going to write up here is $27,500, which is great. And then for Christmas, I say, try to make sure you can see it, 1 unit is equal to 200, and then the tippy top of the flower is 2,400. I think this year's budget by paycheck book has boxes instead of flowers. I really like the flowers though. And then kiddo 1 and kiddo 2, 1 unit is equal to 200. 1 unit is equal to 200. And then this is going to be 1,200. Alright, and then in January we'll go ahead and start coloring these. But moving on to this one, I'm going to go ahead and put sorry about the noise, I have laundry going, I have dishes going, my job never stops. Okay, so in this one we have the car funds, and so 1 unit is equal to $120, and then should have 1,450 by June. So yeah. Okay, so for that looks it for the sinking funds. And then for yearly spending, I've been racking my brain on how to capture what I want to capture on this page. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a debt category, and that is going to include mortgage, it is going to include student loans,
Mom, what's dress again?
and then it's also going to include a HELOC. So we have a lot of updates we need to make to our house. It's an older home built in the 60s, so we have some updates we need to make. So we took out a HELOC to make updates to the house. So we haven't used any of the HELOC yet, and we'll see what we do need to use. But if we start paying that back this year, I just want to have a line here for it. And then the next item is going to be bills, and that is going to be utilities, it is going to have water. I should include sewer here. Phones and subscriptions. Going to include our internet from Comcast, and then maids, allowance, not really a bill, but I like to treat it as such, and then charity. And then for our next group of items, we're going to have cash envelopes, and that is going to have groceries. That is going to have house or our home cash envelope, and then gas, spending, our family fun, and then miscellaneous. And then the last few items, so we're going to have, I think this is how I'm going to track sinking funds. So I'm going to have a sinking funds deposit, and then a sinking funds spending. And then I'm going to have savings, and that is going to be challenges, which is going to include the monthly challenge that I'm going to be doing with the Budget Mom, and then the dollar challenge. And then we're going to have, and remember, any of those, all of that money at the end of the month is going to go towards our student loan payment. And then we're going to have savings, and this is just any additional savings, and buffer. And this is all just for paycheck. I do get payroll deductions for 401k contributions, so that is another item to talk about at a future date, how I manage that. But I think this is how I'm going to be splitting everything up to track yearly spending. And then, so when this opens up, there's 2 pages, and you have January all the way through December, and then a total. I'll straighten that out for you. So that is what that looks like. So we're going to put this aside. And then we're going to flip this over. So the yearly balance, I'm still kind of trying to figure out how this is going to or how to use this to be most beneficial to me. I know they have a savings balance, a debt balance, retirement balance, and a net worth. So I may use one grid to track all of the savings, debt, retirement, and then use the second grid to do a net worth, just because of the differences between the items. So still thinking on that. If you guys have any recommendations, please leave a comment below, and I'd love to hear them. All right, so we're gonna put this one aside. And then the last item we're gonna put on here is our bill tracker. So,
The bill tracker.
oh, and Little Miss is back. These are all of the things I have to pay for every month. Do you wanna see what it is?
Yes.
Alrighty, so we have, other than mortgage and stuff, cause, well, I have mortgage on here just because I'd like to track it. Make sure Dad's paying the mortgage, right? Yeah.
We also have to pay for food.
Yeah. Well, that's not really a bill though. So let's go over the bills. So on the first, we pay the mortgage. And the mortgage is $1,332.81. And that is not auto deductible. We like to make sure it gets paid every month. So we force ourselves to pay it every month. But we usually pay it a few days early. Also on the first, we have our electricity bill. Our electricity company is called Excel. This cost varies, so I'm just going to put varies on here, but it is, I think, nope, it is not auto deductible. And then also on the first, so these are all the items we pay on the first just because we pay our water bill, just because it's easier for us. Okay, so for water varies depending on how much we use. Also not auto deductible. And then the last item we pay for you. That is swim labs. That's your swim lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And that is most months $123. But this one is auto deducted. And so the next item is on the 8th, and that is your dance class. So dance, you are in 3 classes, so we pay $170 every month. Also auto deducted. Do you like that class? Yeah, it's a lot of fun, huh? And then on the 11th, we pay Disney Plus. Do you like Disney Plus?
Yes, some movies you need to pay for them.
Yeah, some movies you have to still pay for. But Disney Plus is $15.22 a month, and we do get Hulu with it, which we also use a lot, right? And then this is auto deducted. And then next is also on the 11th, we donate to CPR, which is Colorado Public Radio.
Why does it like a pattern?
And it looks like it, huh? That is $15. And that is auto deducted. Let's see, so we have the 11th. I think the next item is on the 16th. I'm looking at my little cheat sheet over here. And that is Comcast, which is our internet, because Little Miss needs her internet, right? That is $80 a month.
And also my brother needs it.
Yeah. It helps when you have to do schooling from home, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he has to work with scuba.
Yeah. So on the 25th, we pay our phone bill, T-Mobile.
Mobile.
Yeah, and that is $135.64.
Mom, looks like you got some ties here.
Also auto. Yeah, we pay a lot of bills. Like, we kind of group all of our bills together just so that we don't forget. And then the last few bills. So on the 26th, we pay for Netflix. And that is $14.41. I am totally binging Witcher right now. And then on the 26th, we pay Rocky Mountain Public Broadcasting Service, and that is $40. And also auto deducted. So those are all our bills every month. And that is the last page for our 2022 setup. And then our next video is going to be our January budget, where we talk about where our money goes, and we'll use this. We'll use our bill tracker, we'll use our goals to allocate our money so that we can go ahead and meet those goals. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to join us on our journey. Until next time, be safe. Bye.